You're listening to Instinct Radio.
Welcome back to the next level with the Musah Lotallah. And as you can see, we're, well, I guess if you're listening, you can't see, but we're joined by our very special guest, Ali-Hightower. Yo, this is like, you don't understand, this is like my family, for one, right? So, like, growing up, no, I can't start with my growing up story.
Yeah.
We talking about business, right?
Yes.
We here for business,
Absolutely.
right? I can't tell them what we
You gotta
do
watch
was
him.
growing up, right?
Talk about some stuff. Like, he'll be like his dad up here last time. And when you did
We had
this,
Mr. Gibson up here.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
See, she even know.
Oh my God. Wow, he's hilarious.
So, one of the
Another
reasons
dude.
why I have you out here is because, like I said, I'm extremely proud of you. I went to your website, and I see the big things that you're doing with the insurance industry, and I kind of missed out on how you got started
okay.
with the insurance.
Okay. Right out of college, I was hired from one of the top insurance companies just in the country, top 4. And I've been with them for about 10 years as a small group underwriter. So I had behind the scenes insight into all of the inner workings as far as covering small businesses, and that's churches, that's franchises, that's small groups, other religious organizations and nonprofits. So just working on those complex cases and things, and it became second nature and easy to me. And once people knew that I was in insurance, my family and friends, they would say, "Hey, Auliya, can you help me out? Like, I don't understand this on my benefits package." And so I was just doing it freelance, and I'm like, hold on.
right, I need to make some
can
money.
make some money off of this.
Yeah.
On top of being able to help people. So once I helped one friend, they referred me to a family member, another friend, and the business grew from there. And I was doing selling products part time, and I said, you know what? I can do this full time. Instead of being a freelance, let me, go professional, full on, full throttle, and open up my own company. I left the company that I was with for 10 years, started out on my own, and we opened our offices in Canton in June. And we've been thriving since then. We have our ribbon cutting coming up soon, so we got big things
Am I
going
invited to the ribbon cutting?
on. Of course, always.
Maybe we could do a live remote, Net.
There we go.
So, okay, so you said you went to school. So,
Yeah.
what, you mastered in what in school?
It's funny. No, so I have a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration from Stockton College, which is right outside of Atlantic City. But my major was in marketing, market research, like the forensic side of marketing, not the packaging or the creative side, but the forensics. Like I had a penchant for like tedious tasks, like I need to be challenged. So I went for market research. And with a business administration, a bachelor's in business, it's universal. You can use that in any industry, pretty much. We're in, it's America. It's about business. It's capitalism. So I submitted I don't even remember applying to the company, but they, I guess, saw my resume and saw what I was about and hired me, and I was with them and flourished while I was there and picked up on the insurance.
So, while you was with the company for 10 years, did you
Yeah.
pick up any kind of certifications, or what did you have to do to
Yes.
say I can have my own insurance business?
Correct. So with me, I'm always looking to be challenged. So even while I was in school, like I worked 3 jobs with a full course. Like I was always focused and driven. Like I can't deal with having idle time. So I have to do something. So while I was working, I said, you know what, I can go to school and let me learn a little bit more about insurance. And I got my certifications to become a life underwriter. That gives me the 360-degree ability to pretty much underwrite and insure your life. You need a car, you need health insurance, any insurance, I'm qualified to help you with.
Should have plug on that.
So I got one designation. Then I got another one for financial consultant, and that's with financial planning, just regular personal finances, how to stick with the budget, just paycheck, how much should I save, every month, just regular things like that. I can be able to, advise you with,
and that budget, do it say how much you can spend every month?
how much
too?
you can spend. It's almost like it's a roadmap.
Yeah, because you're looking all dressed up, so I bet you gotta.
But guess what? So this is Ross dressed for less. You got to make it look good. You got to have some swag with it, and you don't have
So
to
you
have
do, you
expensive
do.
things. Thank you.
So the financial planning, you give them budgets, right? And I also seen something on there for retirement.
Retirement
for
planning.
school.
So with those certifications on there, I'm a chartered financial consultant, which I was able to learn about estate planning, retirement planning, what they call RMDs, which you have to have required minimum distributions, because America does not want everyone to accumulate a certain amount of wealth, because it'll become what we call a monarchy, or come like Britain. We have to dump all the money that we earn back into the country,
Yeah,
in the
I got
system.
You. I got you.
So you have to have required minimum distributions. If you accumulate $5 million throughout your life, you have to withdraw a certain amount of money periodically once you hit a certain age in your retirement. So it's
Wow.
things like that, and then an estate plan. This is one. Sorry, not to go on a tangent, but
No.
one thing I did learn is that I believe the threshold now is $4 million. But if you pass on and you have an estate that's about $4 million, and someone correct me once we get this level, but $4 million, the government is entitled to 35% of that as an estate tax. So you work your whole life, and you've accumulated $4 million in your estate to pass on to your family. No, they said we want 35% off top. So what happens is, this is why you get a lot of charities that are founded, and different nonprofits. This helps you move your money around without being taxed by the government. So because it's different tax loopholes and different strategies you can incorporate to help shield your money. So at least it's going to a worthy cause and something that you can direct in your own terms, rather than giving it right back to the government after you've already been taxed from earning it, payroll taxes and things like that. So
Exactly.
So
that's good information.
Like
so somebody that hire you get that information as one of your services.
Exactly. And even though I haven't been focusing so much on the financial plan, because the health insurance, there's a frenzy with having everybody has questions and they need help with that. I've kind of put it to the side because it's very labor intensive. And right now the need and the focus is on getting a lot of people are starting their own businesses, and they need to, be consulted as far as what do I need to do, what type of package I need to offer my employees, things like that. I help them get those in place. And so, not to keep running off, but I know you got guests.
Yeah. No, we good.
But no, just with the healthcare law alone, I thought it was very irresponsible to not dedicate an agent, a health insurance agent, to each household. Because right now, the uninsured or even the uninsured population, they don't have any idea just about the basics, the fundamental terms of health insurance.
Yeah.
The questions I get sometimes, like just a deductible, someone will say, hey, if I go to the doctor, I got to pay $1,000 to go to the... I'm like, no, that's not... But you understand where we are here. Like,
it's an extreme amount of, like, miseducation out there, right?
Yes.
So one of the biggest miseducation, and I want to hear it straight from the boss's mouth, how is Obamacare affecting the health insurance?
It affected in many ways. There's some good, there's a lot of good, and there's a lot of bad.
Okay.
For one, when the law...
I like the bad first.
You want the bad first?
Yeah.
Why you want the bad first? We need the good stuff. Everybody talk about all.
The bad.
Yeah, get the bad out the way, because then I can,
Okay. Well, like I said, it was irresponsible not to have a designated agent for every household. That's one thing, to help with just the literacy problem. But second, I would say the bad is this program is only good if everyone is healthy and not utilizing the services. Because our population is so sick, America is sick. Like, we have problems, and we have problems that we don't even know because we won't go to the doctor, especially men.
Yeah.
I was about to say that too.
Because I ain't going no
afraid
doctor.
of it, right? So the thing is, it's not as far reaching as it could be. Everybody wants universal health care. That's what we really want. But because you have to protect the big insurance companies, they have lobbyists in place like that. That's never going away. And you have physicians and providers and things that they went to school all of these years. They want to be paid a certain amount commensurate with their education, of course. So the cost of health care rises exponentially every year. Every year.
Because people are not putting money into the system, or people are
Advances
draining
in
more
technology. Let's say we have the one of the most costly, I guess, services is to get an MRI, and a system. Just if you ever seen an MRI system, that's like at minimum $1 million machine. So they have to recoup, to pay for that. You have to get those premiums, and it really costs to just go to the doctors. So without the healthcare law and getting assistance, a lot of people couldn't afford health insurance, to be honest.
So what about situations that pop up every now and then, like the doctors charging like $8 for a tissue and things like that?
Abuse. It's called abuse, and it's rampant.
It's rampant in insurance.
Because it's rampant because think about it. You go to school, till you're about 35 years old, and you need to see patients. You see, chiropractors or whomever, and they're billing you for services that's unnecessary. Even dentists are billing you for things that they will say, you need this service done, that they'll deliver it at, this is vital, you absolutely need this service, and you don't need that. So the good thing with insurance companies is, because you got to understand, insurance is just a shared financial responsibility arrangement, and the insurance company is stepping in like, hey, look, doc, we don't need our member don't need all of these services, so they're acting like a middleman to help contain the cost that doctors and physicians will charge. So that's a good part of the insurance company. They'll, sort of rein that in if it gets too exorbitant. So I guess that's the bad. It should have been, we need universal health care, but we don't have that, and this is the system that we're dealing with.
And with the universal health care, they was saying something like, you don't want the government over making health decisions for you. I had a friend that was sick. They already are, so to speak. Exactly, right? 'Cause I had a friend that was sick in Canada, and he had Crohn's disease. And basically he had to ask the government, can he have a certain surgery or a certain medicine? And if it wasn't on the list, it was like, no. So I can kind of see what they're saying about that.
I can understand
but
that.
Is that what Obamacare is too?
It is not. It is not. And the insurance companies have a lot of leeway. They had almost, I wouldn't say free reign, but they had more flexibility before the healthcare law. So with this law, some of the pluses, I would say, you have certain services that are mandated. You have to include in these plans lists. For instance, mental health care and behavioral services. They didn't have to provide that for you. They can package a plan and say, hey, you can go get blood work done. You can go see your primary care physician, things like that. But you can't go see a psychiatrist. Like, they can design their plans the way that they want to. Now, with the healthcare law in place, there are certain minimum essential benefits that has to be incorporated in your plan to be considered a qualified health plan. So that's one of the pluses. That's a good thing that happened out of the healthcare law.
Man, you dropping some jewels.
And I was going to say, it's a lot.
You see me sitting here like, okay.
Yeah, I'm like,
okay.
I'm losing time because all this information I need.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
So,
and that's why agents are important. And I would say utilize the services of agents because it's free to members. It's free. Just ask questions. Call, email, just ask questions, and you don't have to pay anything. So it's free information.
So not to put you on the spot, right? Yeah. But this is what we do at the next level. We love to give tips and tools on how to help people, grow. You know what I'm saying? And further advance themselves.
Well, we already know one is to call her company instead of some.
Right.
Exactly. And I'm going to make sure you give out your information to everybody that's listening in a second, right? So as far as going and applying for a policy, is there like a checklist that you need to make sure that you ask these certain amount of questions so that you make sure you're getting the most cost effective and the most beneficial package, right?
And it just depends on what type of policy you're looking at. And of course, all agents, prudent agents that's going to act in the best interest of their client, we're going to go through what is called a needs analysis. So we're going to ask you, different questions to get and try to match the product that's going to best suit you. If you get a prudent agent, there are some bad agents out there that will just push products on you. And I know the thing about me is I say to everyone, I'm not a salesperson. I come from a helpful standpoint. I'm an advocate. I want to, help those because my mom was in a situation where she was declined coverage. And with the healthcare law now, you can never be declined based on your medical condition or your
I was just
past.
looking at you and was like, man, how much you look like your mom.
Stop it. I know. You know like Miss Diane. Hey, Mom.
So, and you touched on something else I was going to say, that the men don't go. Like a dude gets shot and he'll put some duct tape on it and be like, I ain't going to the hospital, right?
Like that dude that walked up to the news reporter. They was talking about how he got shot. He just walked up with the wound and everything. It was like, what's up? They're like, you'll go to the hospital? Like, nah. Like,
don't scared of the bill. And it's crazy.
So is it a cost difference between men insurance and female insurance?
Now there isn't. It used to be. Now,
so who was more expensive?
So here it is. So in insurance, there are different risk factors. So the more a male ages, the higher of a risk pool he's in, because the older you get, a male, the sicker you're going to become. With a woman, because we're in childbearing ages, it's more expensive for us when we're younger. So it's almost an inverse relationship between male and female. Now, before the healthcare law, you used to. I see your face like.
No, because I'm thinking about women, right? And now I'm about to get in trouble.
Where's Effie?
I ain't got no part to do with this. Go ahead. What you gonna say?
Women, y'all be in the bathroom for a long time.
My wife's sitting right there.
I was about to say.
Yo, I'm just messing with you.
No, but so it's just different risk factors, and you used to be able to, insurance companies used to be able to charge for the difference in genders, and now you can't, and that's a benefit of the healthcare law.
Yeah, because my name's so funny. I was thinking about checking the female just to get the insurance.
Stop it! And see, you don't want to do misrepresentation when it comes to insurance. You want to make sure everything is right because they will decline you. If you misrepresent, and that's a crucial misrepresentation. If you are.
So listen, you got to give everybody that's listening all your contact information,
Absolutely.
how they can get in contact with you, social media,
Okay.
and listen, everybody out there that don't have health care, please get in contact with her because you can tell by the way she speaks, she's giving you the raw. Mm-hmm. She's not a salesperson. She's just gonna give you the truth. You can take it or you can leave it. Right. At the end of the day.
Right. Absolutely. Well, first let me bring Bree on. This is my twin sister, who's actually been assisting me. She's been
that's right,
brilliant in getting this office.
Hold on. Not only do she have her own insurance company, it's like a family business now.
Right.
She's hiring all the family.
That's right. So on the shirt, we have my website, which is healthcareally.com. On the back, behind her beautiful dreads.
Hold on, we're going to switch the camera angle for you.
On the back, if you just hashtag Ask Auliya, you'll find me as well. There it is. You'll find me as well. But you go to healthcareally.com, and that's ALLY, or Instagram or Facebook at Ask Auliya, AULIYA, or just call me 678-880-8911, or email me if you have questions, info@healthcareally.com. And like I said, the information and my services are free for health insurance products. Anything else, we can pretty much go from there, but information is free. Call an agent if you need help with your health insurance.
And you know, sometimes when you have people on radio or TV, they kind of get paid to promote products they don't use. Like Shaq ain't driving no Chrysler.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
at the end of the day, I put my money where my mouth is, and I've been having insurance with you for a while.
For years.
now, right?
And I want to thank you guys. I had to bring your shirts. This is for you and your beautiful wife.
Thank you.
To represent Ally. You have been supporting me from day one.
Day
one. As
Exactly,
family. So
exactly.
And thank you for having us on and just giving us, a chance to be able to dispel some of these myths and give
Most
y'all some
definitely.
tips about health insurance.
Most
So
definitely.
But we still didn't get to the good part. I don't remember the good part about
good
it.
Good part. All of it was good.
Yeah, I
need some
see.
more
Like
good.
you got some more good. Like I'm still scared. Like
don't
I
be scared. No.
He's
Here's
a
a good,
man.
here's
He's
a
scared.
good
He gonna
thing.
put duct tape on it.
No. A good thing
I'm
for
a
you
man
is,
working
guess what?
construction and I don't do none of that.
I might be, my dog Moose real quick. He might be closer to getting his prostate checked. He can get a check for free because it's a preventive services. All your preventive services
Where is
now
that?
covered it.
Is that West Coast or
Ask
East
your
Coast?
wife. Ask your wife.
You're right.
But that's preventative services are all covered in your plan for free now. That's a benefit of the healthcare law. So women, we go every year, every 2 years to go get our annuals done, our women visits. That's free now. You can go get blood work done and get your blood pressure checked and cholesterol checked for free.
Okay, one more
Cancer
question because I
screenings
didn't
for
ask
free.
you about this.
Mhm.
What about like the holistic, like the new age kind of medicine? Are they including some of that now?
No. No.
Straight out. Straight
Holistic
no.
and physician.
No.
That doesn't really
No,
coincide.
because one time I went to go see my witch doctor, and I was
Yeah.
trying to see if the insurance company was going to cover it.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. You'd be surprised if I doubt if even acupuncture is a covered
acupuncture either?
service. No, not holistic. So
But it's still a lot of good, man. We
it
getting
is.
better. We
And
getting better.
ask
We
me,
taking
call
steps.
me and ask me. I will tell you. I will let you know. What you got covered on your certain plans that you do have. What is not. And like I said, I don't. My only incentive is to help you, because I would never want anyone to be in a position like my mother was, where she was declined and denied coverage, and she absolutely needed it. So now is the time, and we're gearing up for open enrollment period coming up November 1st. So you got time. Ask all the questions you need. You don't want to be left out without coverage, because you'll face that hefty penalty. Or people want to wait around till they're really sick and say, I need coverage. It don't work like that no more.
Yeah, that
It don't
duct
work
tape
like
ain't going to
that.
be falling off. Thank you, Auliya. Thank you,
Thank
Auliya. Thank you,
you.
Sabria.
No problem. Anytime.
We're about to go to break.
Duct tape's been the
Band-Aid.
biggest. No, it's been the biggest thing in healthcare since
the beginning,
since
right?
I know.
A mess. He's a trip. He's a
So
trip.
we're about to go to break.
You got
We're
an
gonna come
agent
right
now.
back.
I help you.
Next level, Musah Lotallah. Good.
The biggest station in the world, playing all of today's hits. You're listening to Instinct Radio.